何？俺に
So
挑戦するという
I
の
gotta
か
keep going until
じゃ、負けた方が俺にラ
I
ーメ
have
ン
a
おごるんだぞ。
teemo. Uh-oh, we got a game here. Pretty good player here. They're about to hit master. Toyman also about to hit master. They feed a bit though. They call a lot. This hand is probably owned, so we really don't have anything else going on. This person gets third a lot. They really play tight. This is very, like, look at the difference. Oh, I guess they're not that tight. Is it triple Dora? No. Dora 4. Oh, we're gonna listen to some, Vapor. Hand stinks. But yeah, it's gonna be like 1 or 2 on-chons here. This hand's getting tough to continue playing. We are pretty close. Well, we're not really that close, but I mean... No, we got 2 shapes here. Wait, what are we... I have enough save tiles to continue exploring what this may be. We pair something here, we're kind of in business. Bad weight. Okay, now I got another save tile. Keep seeing where this goes. Do I think they're ready? I don't know what the dealer's doing. Hey Biba, just got a little bit of action here. Probably just 1 or 2 Hanchans. Pretty much everybody here is pretty good. Right and across are about to be master. Left's pretty bit of a loose player. That's a pretty loose tile. So they're not waiting on it too. If this isn't a shape change, that's actually pretty good.
G.
Just started. Today we're basically exactly where we started. This V happened. Well, everything minus this win. But this is like, wow. Oh. Yeah, this kid is notice their call rate in East is ridiculously high, but it's a lot less here. How many blocks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 blocks. Something has to stick to one of these tiles, I guess. Problem is this guy, like, notice what they've thrown. They've thrown everything but Sozu, which sort of suggests that they got action around the Dora. Yeah, it's just their call rate is kind of really low. I'm gonna actually just throw this 3 now. I mean, this pair is probably going. I don't know. But just there's a stark difference between the two. Like, everybody opening is pretty crazy. Like, this guy's 40 and 40, but they either get first or fourth a lot. Adazuke. This is probably gonna get called. No. Yeah, there's a really, like, this person plays their south rounds way different than their east rounds, but they certainly call a lot. I don't know. But you see what people are slinging here. They're slinging, like, middle tiles and stuff. This hand's very over. We're not winning this hand. This hand is way too far away. What people have called is already further along. And now I'm trapped at the door. I'll throw this 1. No problem. Like I said, it's going to be a very, very short stream. I need to go to bed soon, but I figured I'd play 1 more. This is the kind of hand that somebody here has a mountain of Dora. So we got Sozu flush. Yeah, this hand's just dumb. People are playing like it's East round. Not trying to just cruise here, but I need a hand that's worth fighting for. Our first hand was better. Can we just throw Moke here? Uh-oh, I like DCs. You can continue to stay DC'd. I'm assuming they're reconnecting. Okay, they're back. It's a pretty interesting hand. What is this? This is all pawns. Another DC. Weird. It's a second DC. So 5, 6, 7. Really need another 7 in here. It's just a lot of Yakuza garbage. Sucks. Yeah, but it appears to be a pretty good hand here. I'd really like to play this 5. I mean, functionally, like, this is all just overrun right now. We could pawn this and then cut. No, that doesn't really help. Boy. 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. We'd probably reach. I mean, the amount of points could be immense. Hey, Norwaza, just 1 or 2 Hanchans here. Everybody here's basically Hasu hour, so. Dear Lord. If we get a reach, I kind of have to play it. I also have save tiles too. Just really depends. I really need this to complete. Okay, just delete him. Dear Lord. What is happening? I'm not allowed to even play. This could be a flush. It's in the wrong suit. But this guy has weird stats, Nerwazi. They're the lowest ranked here, but I mean, this is just their south round is very strange. Their east stats look a lot better. But they certainly aren't dealing in a lot here. Guess we can keep that. This hand is kind of a reject. It's every single hand, someone's just going to call those. We've not really had a hand even worth calling any of this garbage. This hand just seems very difficult to complete from him. Very difficult to complete. But yeah, we're just kind of in the teemo waiting room. I have a nice hot cup of tea. And the next hour or so I'm going to pass out. So we're going to, that's my goal. I guess the 9-7 can go. I'm probably just going to pass these if they come up. This hand's too far away. What have I thrown? I've thrown nothing but 9s and honors. Everyone else is throwing... Okay, maybe we can keep playing. Oh goodness. But you're over in, you're in Europe, right? This hand's getting a bit closer. Oh, Chicago. Oh, okay, cool. I'm thinking of, Zankoth. I did actually get to check out that Disperse guy stream. They were playing Baldur's Gate. They promised me NetHack. I got Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I know. You're in Central Time. Gee, I'm not that bad at this. This hand is just... Oh, man. Well, that happened. You know, I only had to hold on to my Yakuhai Honor for 11 turns to get what I wanted. Yeah, I need to fix a pair, basically, so let's just fix the safest pair I got. We'll probably just, if we get a 3, we're just gonna call it and take our... I don't see a reason to mess with that. Just, if I have another pair, I can just go to 3. Is this a flush? This is a flush. Wow. I mean, if this dealer wants to destroy somebody, I guess I'm going to allow it. Oh. I mean, if this guy on my right isn't going to do anything in these situations, like... Hand's not worth enough. We'll start by just throwing the east. Because I might need to just throw away this 2. Sucks. I really don't want to go Dama here, but... I mean, given this game situation... Now I know the 7's good. I also know that that 1 has to now be a Tonki weight. I'm just too concerned about dealing in, because both these guys have, they can play as many 1s as they got, so this could just be open mahjong. That's a bit scary. I mean, the no 10 payment's about worth the same amount as the winning anyways. Of course, I mean, whoever is in Tenpai. But I could just throw this 7 and run away if I need to. I can also like call the 6s, throw the 7. Call 3 even, throw the 7. Not a lot to gain from reach here. No one's going to give this guy a free 3, right? Oh my god. And I have to throw another tile. Amazing. This sucks. I have to do it though. I can't deal into him, right? There you go. 4, 5, 6. So you had a 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7. That worked out. I mean, we got points off of the people we needed to get points off of. Now I think we pushed this hand for sure. We're 1 away.
Bitch.
You son of a bitch. I don't really have a reason to push this. If I had a good weight, I would. But I don't have a good weight. At the moment, I've had 3 safe tiles, so these guys have had to attempt to find one. Maybe they get stuck. I also have the 2. And just, yeah. That's why we didn't play, because I don't know what this guy has, but he's very hot. Did he just delete everybody? Shimacha has like no points left. Yeah, he's down to 6,400. Jesus. This is wild stuff, man. I guess we'll keep those again. Yeah, again, this guy is not, I mean, they're the lowest ranked at the table. I don't know, they have an amazing amount of flow right now. It's another good-looking hand. I'm not really sure how hard we're going to push it, though. I mean, see what happens. I mean, what am I doing with all this? And something here has to connect, right? Falling 9s. Sozu flush. Sozu honors. Okay. So reaching is not exactly advisable here, and also we don't have a Yaku anymore. Just hope it's not dealing in. It did not deal in. I think I can do better though. Like if they're tempai for the flush, like I have 3 save tiles. I really don't want to go around here. But like, what exactly are we doing here? I don't know. Yeah, it is Richinami. It's on a weird pair though. I can't deal into this flush, right? Like we'll lose like 12k and then we'll be last. There's no Dora in it, but there's like enough foo in it now that like if it goes to 40 foo, it's like 11-7 on that alone. Okay, that's a better situation, and now I actually have a Yaku. Okay. If I can get a red 5 out of it, that'd be nice. Okay, it's not the hand I thought it was. Now I'd have reached Pinfu, but I have no Dora. No, Aki. I don't think you understand how hot this guy has been. Welcome to the teemo waiting room. Red 5 would be better though. It's a red 5. It would give us 2 Han. But at the moment, like, any win here. Tempting to reach here. But my hand is worth like 1/6 of this guy's hand. Like, he could just have all pawns. Plus, like, he already has Bangan. And clearly my tiles are missing, so... I'm amazed I haven't been dealt in. There it is.
Teemo! 天運将来つもピンフ
Would have been nice to reach that, it really would have been. But until that con, it just seemed way risky. Can't really count on a 5-tile sumo. Alright, we're dealer. Let's see if we can get a nice happy little hand to shut this all down. Another Honitsu. Wait, was there an SSK in there? I wasn't paying attention. No, we didn't have SSK. Oh, IPK, yeah. Wow. This guy's just conning everything. Sucks I really can't play this 5 at the moment. That 5 going around probably means we toss the 5. It's just unlikely we're gonna make a hand with it, and it's dangerous to whatever's going on over here, which seems to be a flush, right? Seems pretty clear. So of 11 Dora, 3 are missing. I could just try to dump this pair. Damn. I'm not sure we're gonna get there with this hand. I have too many mana. I can't safely throw. Just feel stuck. This guy dumped so much. This guy, oh man, that he never called on. 2, 3, 4. There's 2 tiles here we need to get rid of. I'm gonna stay away from the door for the moment. He doesn't have a Yaku unless it's pretty much unless it's the flush. So I might be able to just throw this 3 before someone else gets ready. See, I just keep drawing Mon. Maybe we can draw into some of the Mon stuff and just dump the 5, 6. Not a lot of tiles to go. Can I call like a 3 here? Oh, that's a great game. It's great. Somebody reaches, I'm just done here. Awesome. And there's the telltale sign. We're ready on the flush. So 2, 5. It's like a 2, 5 ready hand. I think I'm just gonna hard fold. I don't see how we're gonna get the 10 pie. I'd have to throw something here, and it's just not happening. Could also be like a weird weight, like a 4, 5 type weight or something, like a champagne. Just don't think it functionally matters at this point. Damn. Fooled me. But at least I can't get sumoed on my deal. Guess I should have pushed. Hard to know though. Deal into 8k there, and we're now last, basically. That is not happening. 3 pony raise. Here for my points. Pawning the Wests. Another weird hand. Like, there's certain things about it that want to be SSK, but we got 2 Doras, so what are we doing? That is 9. Just fix the fact that these guys are a pair now. Bad pair here. Don't need to call that. I'm just going to try to get rid of this 5 now. Oh, that's great. Yeah, keep the Rhinebond pair. I just feel we're behind. Like we're getting close to the end of the first row. We don't have any actual Mensu. No, we have no melts. Okay, that's an improvement. Only Kamichas. I mean, they don't even seem to be withholding these. I'm just gonna throw this. No one seems to be choking them, but I don't need them anymore. And we could just force Tanya out from here. This hand's getting pretty good. We have a significant number of Dora, so I'm just gonna start cutting towards Tanya. We definitely call this now. Yeah, I think we can just force Tanya out here. Like, this dealer could be getting close. Ooh, that's rough. Step 1, throw the 9. And 1. Everything's walled off. Well. Okay, 8s can go. Decision time over here. Decides to cheat it. Oof. That's tight. I have a lot of Dora. This guy's just willing to chase everything, apparently. I just feel like I don't have enough information about their weight. I guess I can just throw this 5. It's Genbutsu to everybody. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. I probably can call this.
G.
I've had to guess their weight is in Pinzu, but it's all seems to be wishful thinking. Oh boy. I think at this point I would have to go for it, right? Oh, I can't because of the... Kind of a bummer. I mean, am I really going to try to chase a 6 with 2 tiles of it left? It wasn't going to matter. Yeah, there were no 6s left. Neat. So it was unwinnable. It's very close to pushing that, but if we had the 6-9, it would have been better. Like, not having any Yaku besides Tanyao hurt there. So we're just waiting on the teemo open market hours here. It could be Chitoy. Really depends what we hit. Sure, I'm still connected here. Okay. Could also be Honitsu as well. Dealer here. Yeah, I guess you win. I guess it is going to be Chitoy. We reach on Chitoy? Oh, the moment. This looks pretty good, honestly. To reach any of this. We could actually call it, too. Oh, their wind. Could have tried. I just don't want him to be stupid.
點解會咁啊？
But I didn't draw the pair.
一問，四姑，你有冇搞錯啊？呢個臨牌仲要，呢個錢俾你搭的士啦。
We may reach this. Hey Teemo. Oh, it didn't. Why didn't it work? I don't know why it didn't work. It's connected. Maybe I missed it. Well, right now it's 3 Han. What do I think they have? 8 Dora. They've now thrown around both. Still don't like it. I should've. I hope your thing played. Did it actually play? Okay, it did play.
打乜嘢來乜嘢？
Like, it definitely
點解會
connected.
咁啊？一問，四姑， 你有冇搞錯啊？呢個藍牌仲要
Thanks, game.
呢個錢俾你搭的士啦。
There it is. Thanks, buddy.
いただきチートイドラ
It's hard for me in that situation just because it's only like 6k on the reach, and the deal-in would hurt. You don't want to see my current download percentage. But like, do you really think I'm getting the soap as easily if I reach that? I don't know, it's tough. It's tough out there. If it was earlier in the match, oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. I realized it was earlier. But we have another cheat toy hand. No one would ever suspect me on cheat toy throwing like this. I mean, honestly, I'm just going to go to cheat toy at this point. I mean, this guy's dealer, he's destroyed everybody at this table. You missed the beginning. It was basically ducking and covering while this guy just sumoed. That's true. But like, let's say they were ready with a hand, a much better hand, with a much better weight. We don't know that. Like, what's the difference between making 3k or 6k? When they're gonna have to chase very hard here. Same situation here. I just don't see the need.
ドラでも捨てるときは捨てるしかない。
If this guy reaches, I have an extremely defensive hand. I'll just sumo it. What is happening? Everyone at the table must be pissed. Like, really? You got Chitoi 2 times in a row and Sumo's the second time. I'm assuming you're gonna start in a minute, Teemo, so you're getting my host as soon as you start. And I need to relax. Yeah, double door right here. I mean, what can this guy do across from me? If he hits 8k, that's not enough. He needs a honeymoon, or he needs a deal-in. That's the only way. Or obviously something completely stupid. But I have 2 of the door, it's going to become hard to do that. It's not. I mean, sure, if I get a 12k hand, that's great. But, I'll just take my second place. Just I don't see a reason to really push here. This can turn into Sanman-chan, so it's probably better. I'm going to hang on to this loose tile. I don't feel the need to play like 5-7-9, but like if we were playing 5-7-9 business, I think we're pushing this hand too far. It's either going to make or it's not. Could have cut a pair there too, but I think 2 pair loose tile better. Hello.
Dora-chan, 悪いね。
No, I don't need it. How did I get Chitoi back to back? Like, let me show you how many times there's 7 pairs. I've gotten 7 pairs, well, I've only won with it 23 times. That's how not common 7 pairs is for me. This guy over here is called nothing. He needs Mangan, so I'm assuming he's going to push a flush. I haven't seen anything else come of it. Okay. Goes to no 10. I don't care. The match is over. Alright, cool. We're done here. What would he have to? He'd have to hit something really stupid. Actually, legitimately stupid. Really? Alright. Is that it? Math is happening. Oh no. Did he get it? Or did he accept fourth? This is fourth place acceptance. But he also couldn't go into Furryton. Well, I don't know why he didn't go to Furryton. Maybe they just wanted to be done. They were having connection issues. Oh. What was the horse noise for? That was the end of that album. What's the info? Maintenance. Oh no. Move all office hours into maintenance time. Maybe that'll be a NetHack day. If game is down, we want to stream. We're gonna play NetHack. I hope, unless I'm missing some other game I'm supposed to be playing. A new event. Is teemo started? Teemo is not started. Maybe we can play one more. We've recovered. Literally made a V without a graph. We've made the V. Try one more time, and then I'm done. We're done for the night. I'm assuming teemo will have started. The pre-market teemo hours. Can we just play this guy? Seeing numbers in a name. No, I don't think so. We get a new album up as well. A little bit pawn happy. Like I started throwing an 8. Very, very call happy. What is this? What is Shibo-cha doing? They're now throwing 2 8s. This could be one of the stronger players. They call a lot less. They don't deal in, so we gotta be a little bit careful with Kami-cha. Give the album up here. Paper Memory. What is this guy doing? Is this just a pair or something? Kind of a weird hand, but not south. East has been thrown. So Hatsu's missing. Are they just waiting on Hatsu? I'm running out of things to wait on here. I have a worthless pair. So we hit either of these. We have a very nice shape here. Could be just dropping this pair. It's easy enough to start. We might just be folding here. They're not west. Be a very weird weight on the south. I'm just folding. It's a pretty worthless hand. This seems to be a dealer problem. I don't. Hello. I have no idea what the dealer is doing, but. Not sure the dealer knows what the dealer is doing. Looks like they're almost like trying to force it. If they're forcing Chitoi, and then they threw 2 8s. Yeah, but I have enough Genbutsu to just fold at this point. We're just gonna fold. I got this kid conning shit. Someone's about to just fly into the sun and get very, very burned. The worst sunburn they've ever had. Is this the reach? Is this the moment? He's thrown 2 red 5s. This either is a monster or they're trying to make something happen. In East 1 apparently. And 8's good. What a weird hand. I'm really curious whatever the hell this guy's doing. How about you reach too? I'd love to see it. I can't throw these salsa anymore. What do I even think this kid's weight is? I threw live door. What is happening? Like, I think it's like a 6'9". Like 6'9" Sozu looks pretty good. We cut 2-7, then 9s. This could be 3-6 pin as well. Yeah, 3-6 pin is still live. Be very awkward to be. Yeah, we can do this. We're not gonna be able to make a hand. What is happening? I could have called that and made that uncomfortable for them. But we might be able to make a 10 pie hand here. Throw the 9. I don't like it. I don't like it. The problem with throwing the 9 here is 6-9 is actually pretty strong, and it hasn't been broken. Then again, doesn't matter. But I'm very curious what the hell happened in this hand. And this kid just dialed up a lot of points. I guess it's not Dama, but this kid gave this guy 3 free Dora, and he chased it with 1. I wonder what the hell that con was. Let's look at Toyman again here. Toyman trying to find that Expert 2 lifestyle. Well, that's why they deal in a lot, I guess. Alright. That was wild. That was some seriously wild stuff. Just get out of this thing. I know it's near Dora. Kind of just worthless hand. We have no Dora. Like, are we really gonna reach this? Are we really playing this hand? I don't just want to fold, but like, this hand sucks. We have no way to push it. There's no SSK here. It's not like, unless we start drawing a million Doras, there's not really much of a way to derive value out of a hand like this. Like, Ricci Pinfu is basically all we'll have, and that's really cheap. An improvement. Except Dora. Once we kind of throw this 9, we're kind of done here. Not a red 5. Alright, I think we might be too far behind in this hand. Oh, goodness me. People are nuts, man. Somehow managed to improve our lot here. There it is. Yeah, I too far behind. They're chasing what the hell hands. So we go to East 3. Maybe we can get at least a Dora in our hand? There we go. Start out with a call right away. So crazy. Had a Zuke call right back. We might push this. It's 3 Han, Tanya. Depends what we draw. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. Okay, is this on count? What is this? We can cut the dealer here. No, I don't want to call it. This is pretty good. We would push this from here. So we just have perfect Ishanten now. Well, it's not actually perfect. We could, but the 5 is just a looser hit. But this Mongan, look, if we have Mongan potential, we should probably reach it. I got. Toyman might be flushing. So I could just call and be on the Shan pawn. Shan pawn better right now? I think so.
G.
Okay, so they're chasing a really bad hand. The only thing that would change it is Dora. That's how crazy this match has been. Their dealer. They weren't dealer, excuse me. I have nothing. I have literally nothing. But the Dora is north. I don't want to get Suno to hell here. I'd like to win a hand. But then again, with the way this match is gone, it's all 1 and 2K hands. It's funny, like you aren't even. It's not like I'm not playing these hands. You see me pushing, and it's just unwinnable. We go again. 1 East Throne. What the hell are you open for? And they're winning, so they must be doing something right. Okay, that's an improvement. Let's cut the penchant. This kid is really trying to flush. Well, we'll see what they're doing here. Could be flushing. For the moment, we can't be too concerned about it. Pretty good looking hand here. Cleared out enough tiles. Two, 3, 5, 6, 7. I don't need that. We may not see this east. We need to keep that in mind. Very outside SSK chance. Two. I guess I start cutting these then. We went to a Rhinemon pair. There's a lot of 1s and 4s missing though. So maybe we just fix it as a pair. I don't really have to do that. Like, am I really gonna push? I don't know. We should have just probably thrown the 3. Here comes the Hatsus. Kind of the scary bit of this hand is, I mean, either of these guys could be. We're missing. We have 5 Dora left. Tripled Norths could be somewhere, but this guy clearly doesn't have them. But Toyman could have tripled Norths. I don't know. This is a tough hand, man. It's tough out there. Fix our pair, so we're Shantin again. I know eat it up. I'd love to play it, but unfortunately it is currently not available for me, so hopefully that will change. It could have been last year. Okay, apparently nothing is happening here. What is happening in this match right now? Yeah, my La Mulana 2 is from GOG, so... But maybe that'll happen this week. I don't know if it was intended like that, but there's absolutely nothing on the GOG site. So if I have to write a letter to their people telling them that they need to not, they need to, my guess is, considering it literally came out today and the number of different platforms, including GOG, that are listed on their website, just whoever, it's Sunday in Poland, so I would not be surprised if it's just it'll just be out tomorrow or something. I remember Wargroove when it came out that one took a long time, but they teased it for a really long time, and for some reason it was exclusive to Steam for some period of time. When La Mulana 2 came out, it came out everywhere pretty much at the same time. I'll just throw this 5, hope it's not a dealing. Really don't think we're there yet, but just considering the pace of this game. They make really good games, so I've not really had a conning stuff. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I really like the... It is a very fun game. So I think that'll be fun. Just gonna get out of these nines. What do I think this is? Really, it's just Kami-cha. Okay. What are we even playing here? Got the Pen-chan. Dealer reach, we're kind of... Okay, now we're not up with the paddle. I don't think the 2's a deal in, though. It could be. Now the 5 went. So the 2 is not likely to be a deal in anymore. They are throwing away Dora, though, so they're basically not waiting in that suit. There was action on that tile. I'm just gonna throw the 9. I don't need it. I guess I did need it. I'm dumb. Yeah, that moved us back a shot, and that was a mistake. 2 goes. But yeah, I'm excited about that DLC. I'm glad someone shared it. I think it was Fever, FB. Somebody shared it in Yogi's, and I saw it, and I'm like, oh man, it's not on GOG yet. But it should be soon. So we're back to the same issue we had before. We would have been Ishanten here, or ready to go out here. Maybe away with 2, I hope. What do I put this guy on? Like 5-8? Keeps passing. Somebody keeps passing this tile. This 8 has gone several times with a delay. Okay, that's cool. I just feel we're all like playing chicken here. I could cut the dealer off. I was still on a 10 pie hand though, so it doesn't really matter. Damn, man. I feel so bad having not made a hand here. Were we ever winning this hand? I have a feeling we weren't. I have a feeling all that's in this hand is the no 10 payment. So how hard is this dealer going to go? Wow, I did not have the balls to throw that 4. Damn. Well, we would have been screwed either way. So we go to last. That really sucks. This is a much better hand, though. It's a really strong hand. We're going to push this hand, I think. Very good hand. It's Ishanten right now. With a 5. It's not sticky shape. We could just call the red. Wow. Now we have sticky shape Ishanten. We don't. But I don't need these wests, so. We just call this. Yeah. Maybe we didn't call that. I'm dumb. I threw away my pair. What am I doing? What am I doing? It's hopefully scaring everybody. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. I needed to not throw those wests. I needed to throw away the 6-7. We're going to be rewarded here. The outside 5-8 weight. So it all ended up working out. I guess that's why I wasn't too scared. But the weird thing here is, so you only get 2 tiles on the 5, right? So we basically, either way we take a 6 tile weight. Yeah, exactly. But I would rather have an 8 tile weight than a 6 tile weight. But being ready immediately is better than not being ready at all. Like here, we're going to throw the 6. But winning this hand would be pretty nice. This sucks. On a door tile, no less. Well, time to lose, because this could be Urasuji. And if it is, it is. It's more likely to be Senki Suji at the moment. We don't have much protection. This is where I'm unhappy with what happened. But again, we were first. Hopefully this guy could, as long as I don't deal into him, dealing into him would be pretty bad right now. Don't fuck me.
No.
Fucker! Fuck you.
Reach.
Fuck you, like Richinami. Get out of my life, you fuck. He had to play.
How much longer till we get to the super cheap economy style 1-pound hot dog buffet? The super cheap economy style 1-pound hot dog buffet. The super cheap economy style 1-pound hot dog buffet. The super cheap economy style 1-pound hot dog buffet. The super cheap economy style 1-pound hot dog buffet. The super cheap economy.
You can have all the hot dogs you want.
The super cheap economy style 1-pound hot dog buffet. The super cheap economy style 1-pound hot dog buffet. Bet you I could eat more hot dogs than you.
We have to push. There's still at least 3 hands left, and I still have a dealer around. Six Dora. Yeah, Adria, it's we just can't win a hand, and it's all pawn cats. And somehow none of the wrong people are dealing in. And we have not been able to win a hand, just due to the pure speed of what's going on here. I'm cutting this just because this at least has an attachment to Dora. Oh, this hand really sucks. Thanks. I don't know. I mean, it's still a tight game. This guy may not even have 30k after this hand. And this guy can just deal in. But you know, the hands that we've had that were close to winning, just no one dealt us the tile, and they were too dangerous to take the no 10. We're getting pretty close on this hand. We have no Dora though. Alright, so we know that this run is basically no good. I've just never seen so many 1k hands. Jesus Christ. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? I dealt in for a Richinami and a no 10 payment. I'm just not allowed to win a freaking hand. I have another pair. Let's just get out of this. We need a 2-han hand, and someone to not get sumoed in the final hand. Just Tanya Dora is enough here. Or 3. Okay, now we're making way too many pairs. What? Pawning ones. This would really suck to give back all these points. We could have just ended the stream and just given up. Up on the day, or where we started. No. Time to get screwed in Gold Room. Probably have to call this. The hell? Not a flush. Could be just frickin' Chanta. I don't like this one situation. They could be like a 1, 2, 3. A little bit more information would be useful. Jesus Christ. What is happening today? This is a bunch of bullshit. I shouldn't have chased, man. I should have just let this guy get burned. And now I don't have anything. Through the 4. I mean, unfortunately the 1 is near Dora, right? But it's probably safer than the 7, even though it may not be. Jesus Christ. Fuck you. I hate losing to fucks like this, man. This is just a match that we couldn't have done anything about. Way too much flow. We're gonna attempt something here. But it's just a bunch of bullshit. We have to chase the dealings that basically don't even count. I guess we get another match. I mean, they're trash players and they're lucky. What else is new? Keep East. It's alright, I took 200 points back after you saw that 4th. And then, you know, oh well. I think we just have to throw the East. 6,000 to do it. It's like 4,000 point hand. We just gotta get there. Not sure the 1 helps us. Like at least this one could get a 3, and then we can reach. No, we can't. 1 short. This freaking moron across from me. Here we go. It's just rough when you don't get any hands that you can really push, and the ones that you do push, you just get completely burned. And then somehow, nobody else here gets burned. That I always find incredible. I think the 9's actually better than the... Yeah, it is. Really, I don't want either of those tiles. I need to win this hand somehow. I just keep drawing crap. This is just another crappy match where we just drew nothing. People chasing 1k hands, we have our amazing hands, and we just can't do a damn thing. It's 3 Shanten now. Could be reach Pinfu Tanyao. That's the best I got, man. Fucking dealing. Fuck you, asshole. There was the potential to just cheat that. Maybe we should have. It's just hard to know. Cheat this. Wait on a 4-7. I think I have to take it. Oh, that doesn't even get a weight, right? No, it doesn't work. I think it works, but it doesn't actually work. It just looks like it does. 3 wood. It's the best shot I got. Come on, game, one time. Heal me in. Somebody. Give me a big sumo. Or Shimo. Heal me in.
No.
It's just an unwinnable. Doesn't even have Dora. Fuck you, dude. Yeah, this is just... It almost feels like everybody gangs up, right, and just fucks you over. Are you starting yet, Teemo? Because I'm just gonna keep playing. I'm pissed. I'm pissed losing to Hasu's, man. It's okay. I'm gonna take it all back. I can't do anything against bad players when your luck is that poor. I mean, let's see, we got 200 here, 200 back here, 200 here, 200 back here. We're basically where we started. I'll try one more. I need to go to bed. It's just so frustrating. It's frustrating when players are that bad. Well, we're gonna win this one though. I mean, I'm just amazed. Like, their stats, I mean, people just get dealt hands. Like, what am I supposed to do? The way the game works, it's a gambling game. I have learned more things about Ishanten and like reading people. Like I even more strongly know now. Like I have like the sense for what a deal-in tile is going to be now even more than I did before. And like what hands people have. It's just sometimes at the end of those games, like I'm almost purely dealing in because I have to play the hand and I just have to hope I'm wrong. This Toyman is a smurf. A little bit. We're actually going to play this hand. Need to hook up something else in this hand now. Oh, this person's having a rough time. So Toyman is the person I'm most afraid of here. We're going to fix this immediately. Hope this isn't a deal in, but it shouldn't be. It's too early. Six Dora. Yeah, I think you saw me last around 1,600 points after we lost a couple. But we were all the way down to my old emote? Oh, Teemo Thump? Teemo Thump is one of my FFZ emotes. Oh, this sucks because that kind of undermines the tile. I'm gonna attempt to keep this shape because there's a lot of 7s gone. Yeah, you might be looking for Teemo Thump. There it is. That's what you're referring to. Oh man, the backfire. I'm still gonna throw this. Hopefully it's not a deal-in. I figured they couldn't decide before what to do with the 8. Took way too long. Okay, that's a pretty big improvement. So we're one away. This hand all of a sudden is worth something. There it is. That's a pretty good hit.
Is your hair as dull and lifeless as your brain?
Shame I didn't get the hockey.
Didn't work start at 9?
I can just be like those
Where's your
nerds in
shirt?
the last hand. It's just I was never allowed to have a hand
to wear it.
finish for.
I know you. I used to be you until I discovered Sham Brain.
Shampoo for your hair and your brain.
That's right, Al. And here's how it works. Other shampoos just work on your hair, but Sham Brain travels down each follicle and bores into your skull, depositing magical knowledge crystals.
Lather your way to a new intelligence.
With Sham Brain, the
It is the
shampoo
Sham Brain.
of
It's shampoo
kings.
for
Made by
kings.
Carl Son. Continued use.
By
may
Carl
result in
Sons. Yeah, depending on when you play, it's quite frequent that like if I play at off hours, Idria, like during when we play during the day, Jade Room will be like Saint 2s, and Gold Room will be Master 3s. Very silly, very, very silly. Let's throw this 8, because I'm probably not going to use it. So we're looking at another potentially 2 or 3 Han type hand. Yeah, Arise, I think Arise took a bit of a dump. They're doing fine. I mean, you lose some games sometimes. The 7's like functionally terrible, so we're not even going to play it. This is one thing that I'm paying more attention to, is when tiles are severely cut off, particularly if there's 2 or less of them, or Orion mod's down about 5 tiles, you might as well play the Kanchan. As long as it's safe, obviously you don't want to just... This 2 is safer, and we don't need to trick pair, because I'm not gonna play Shampoo Weight on... Yeah, I am playing Shampoo Weight on that. I don't know, there's time and place for it, right? There's actually a new thing, this is like probably way above, there is a new command, I mean an Ishanten command. I mean, Teemo has a higher rank than I do, and they play by feel, so there you go. Goes the 9, 4, then the 6.
G.
So this is probably okay. Sure. So like basically that shape is just not possible. He's not waiting on either of those. Got a nice little 3-Han with big foo action. I think I'm ahead here. And both these players don't need those tiles. It's the Dora 5 pin. There we go.
No, itadaki. Chun, Don, Dora.
But yeah, I wouldn't, like, I don't know, like, I think everybody kind of, like, I try to optimize what I'm studying, and I try not to, like, focus on everything, but the only reason I noted that Ishanten thing is it's a new command, so there's some interesting stuff that I found that, you know, if you're trying to think about Ishanten shapes, so that's, I would, like, Ishanten shapes is, like, what, page 70 in quote-unquote Ricci Book 2? I'm going to be a bit greedy here and just see if I can catch something on some of these side tiles. I have a newfound respect for 3s and 7s to build hands, whereas 8s and 2s are a lot worse and they're a lot more cuttable. This hand's a bit tricky though. We have a lot of blocks. I don't have another pair. This pension's kind of not worth it. I'd rather keep the 5s and the Dora. I'm still looking for more good Ishanten stuff. I took some other notes. And I meant to get the another doc that I have. I'll just link it since people are here. It's this one? I hope it's this one. Here's this. So this sheet, again, this is not like go study this hard type thing. But this goes over all the different Ishanten shapes and win rate based on hundreds of thousands of hands from Tenhou data for each type of Ishanten. Some of them are quite rare, but by the book we know that their win rates are really stupid. Like sandwich shape is really, really strong. But your common ones are in there, and it kind of helps me reaffirm like what's actually a good chase, or what's a good thing to be doing. I'm just cutting the noise here. I'm not... All I have to do is catch either of these. Alright, just done here. What a nice looking hand, but it's too far away. We're Sound Shanten now with no pair, but I needed to go wide and we hit absolutely nothing. This was another thing that I was restudying, was in these kind of situations you just want to go as wide as you can. That was actually a really good hit. I should have just thrown the north. Am I chasing this though? I'm pretty far ahead. I don't know, we'll see. Everyone seems to be just following Genbutsu at the moment. That was loose. Oh yeah, so if you've never like studied anything, so I have MJ help. There's a whole bunch of commands, and the first one, mahjong. The bot's always here, by the way, so like you don't have to remember all this. I'm just showing you what I have. So, did I add Ricci Book 1? I should have added Ricci Book 1. Books. So, there's Ricci Book 1. Ricci Book 1 is the one that everyone talks about all the time. I found Ricci Book 1 a lot harder to read than what I have noted on there is Ricci Book 2. They present exactly the same information, and it's, I mean, I was really into learning the game, so I grew up playing like Chinese or Hong Kong mahjong, whereas I know I do it all the time, Teemo, but such a professor of the game. But I just to point out stuff that's useful, that I think would be most useful, is Ricci Book 1 and the quote-unquote Ricci Book 2. If you find Ricci Book 2 really just is like, here's all the analytics, blah, and there you go. How hard do I want to chase? I gotta focus on the game for a hot second here. Yeah, Teemo tried to read it on a cruise, and I heard it didn't go well. Oh, that's gonna get called. This guy's looking for. Well, I guess he didn't want them. So those two are very useful. Don't, like, if you're really into it, read it a whole bunch. Sure. I'm not gonna call this. I think I'm gonna just play this hand a bit slower. That's a pretty good hit. Okay, we're just see. This is, you gotta trust the wall sometimes when you're so far away. There's a lot of tiles that would improve this hand. Just call it. Interesting. How done am I here? They threw a wind. I'm pretty done, actually. This could be a dealer problem. They're last place. If they're last place, like, hey, they get a big sumo, dealer loses a bunch of points, and I'm still winning. What am I throwing if I have to throw here? They went 9-3, so it's likely, like, this is Senki Suji, this is Urasuji. It could just be 4-7 pin. So Genbutsu. We have another Genbutsu. This could be like some weird trap weight on the 8. Oh wow, it is a trap weight, it's just on the south. Oh, this guy just got burned. Holy Jesus. Oh, it was only 2. Big Fu action. It's only 3,200 though. But you can see they did complete 6, 7, 8 there. That was in the middle of that mess. What am I doing with this hand? This, I don't think it's a super flush, but the most okay, that's a little bit better. But anywho, so don't feel that you need to like read the whole book at once, but it's the kind of thing like just read a little bit, do some of the examples, kind of follow what it's doing. If you're looking, if you're a very visual person and you're really kind of new at this, in that first big link, there is a link for, like, how are we ever making this hand? I think I'm just going to start throwing the non-pairs. It has, there is the practice. There's the practice command. So practice has, the first one is the tile efficiency thing. It also has a folding thing. I will note, like, if you're new, I think the tile efficiency thing is very strong to help you learn the game, and what is the most likely thing to move your Shanten forward. Yeah, so some of these practice things are very useful, and I guess I needed to change one of the links because someone was confused. I'm just going to play pairs at the moment. I got 7 Dora, I have none of them. So yeah, there is a hand calculator, don't worry about the hand calculator, but there's 2 different trainers. So the efficiency trainer is great. On that first link, there's a link at the top that lets you practice folding as well, and I think that one's pretty useful. And the second trainer is a little bit more complex, but it lets you practice guessing the weight on particular hands, and it also, if you look at the very bottom on that second trainer, there's an option to practice single suit flushes, and I found it very useful. It's not going to teach you, like, you know, everything ever, but I think the efficiency trainer, like, if you're really struggling to make hands quickly, I think it's pretty useful. But it does have the failing that's why I'm it's not a failing, it's just coming back to it. I'm looking at these Ishanten shapes because I want to understand, like, I never want to get to a hand where it's, well, not never, but it's like, when you get to the point it's like Ricci or not, right? And it's a problem because, well, it's like a single tile weight, there's only 2 left, and so I'm doing a lot of new things now that are completely beyond probably where you're at, so I really wouldn't worry about them, but like I'm doing, just so you understand what I'm looking at that's different than what some of these resources that are also really, really good that are free master. Like, if you know how to do them, you're going to get master for free. It's just a matter of how many games it's going to take. But I was taught to be a very defensive player from a friend that taught me to get into this. By the way, we should know this weight is probably somewhere in the middle of Sozu. This is Senki, and this is, so it's either 3-6 or 4-7. It could just be a random pin weight too, but we don't have any information on that besides what other people have thrown. But anyways, I was saying, like, like looking at like Ryan Monwait's like I'm counting the number of tiles that are left a lot too. We're still in South 1 hell. Can I get a hand to fight this guy? This is... Let's see what happens. Sorry, I didn't mean to kind of jump all over there, but whenever someone drops the stick like that, I'm like, hey, you're dealer. We gotta pay attention to that. There's a lot of different information. Essentially, like, what I like to do is focus on particular aspects of your game. Like every pro that I know of in this one Discord, it's like efficiency is going to be the #1 thing, and it's going to protect you better than defense is going to protect you. But yeah, if you have any questions, like if something feels like I don't need to be doing this, probably not worth your time at the moment. But everyone, you know, Bible thumping Ricci Book 1, I think is for a really good reason. But I think for some people, like if for instance, if you're more visual, that in the mahjong resources, the first one that's like presentation on advanced topics, and there's also like a PowerPoint one in there too. It's literally all the same information, as well as the important complex Tatsu site. Like if you don't want to read Ricci Book 1, that website that has the important complex Tatsu, it goes through tile efficiency, defense, and something else. But it's a really good old school blog site that was, I guess, copied from somewhere. By the way, this hand is over. This hand is... What is even happening here? Okay. But yeah, I guess check out some stuff and kind of report back, like, what do you think was useful? And I have even more links. I just tried to put the most useful ones in there. Ones that like I kind of like strongly recommend, if you will. Here we're mostly, I mean, our hand is so far away, and we're basically just going to follow whatever Kami-cha here throws, because we know it's safe to everybody for that turn. And whoever I think has the most dangerous hand, I'm just going to start following their Genbutsu, because there's no way we're winning this hand. Like, these guys have 3 melds, 2 melds, 2 melds. We're at the first row. Look at this garbage hand I have. It's not winning. We're not. There's no point in pushing it. This guy throw a 6. I think I can get away with this 6. I want to keep this north a little bit longer. In these kind of situations, if I know a tile is particularly still good, because these people, because you can see in buying some time here to see what the tile is. Keep talking. You can see when someone in Sumoguris, when they see, like, they just threw what they drew, but you'll see them pick a random tile out of their hand and slide job everything over. That's how I know people change shape of their hand, right? Is the 1 a 1 chance? Yeah, we can throw the 1. So again, I'm trying to keep this north. 1 chance, because 3 of these 2s are gone. It's really unlikely. Plus I have a lot of the 3s. It's really unlikely that they're going to be on a single tile wave. We got a mess over here. It's really just, can we locate where the Dora is? There's 5 out there, and it can be played in Tanyao. So now we know this 3 is good, so we're going to watch what everybody does. Sumoguri, we throw the 3, and if we see Sumoguri again, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to keep saving this north tile. Because at this point, I don't even care if I have to go to no 10 here. Because of how open these hands are and how these people want to play, say, Tenpai, they don't really have any options but to... Yeah, see, this hand's just over. See, they had a Dora too. This is going to hurt. They had 4K, right? 4K with the 3300. But since I'm sitting second with a pretty decent lead, like... It's just, there's not a... Not with that hand. That hand was too far away. We're probably just going to cut this Kanshan here. We have 2 Yaku highs. It would increase the value of the hand even if we decide to play the 4s. And now we're probably moving into flush. If block method is completely new to you, like there's 5-6 block method, the one thing you have to understand, Rishi Book 1 will tell you this. Wow, we're really just gonna start going into it, huh? I don't need this pair, let's just go. Let's just force the Honitsu. But block theory is like super important. And one thing to understand with that tile simulator thing is that it's generally working on 5 or /6 block methods. I think it's just using an algorithm. This hand's really good, by the way. Perhaps I should have just thrown these away. But it's such a different value of the hand. Because like, say this ends up being a pair and this ends up being a pair. Now we're good. So now we're 2 away. Potentially on a shampoo weight between the... well, we got 3 pairs. But yeah, we got 3 pairs. One still a run. This is 8's a bit extraneous. That's getting called. I could get a 9 or a 7. There's a lot more you carry. Ways to improve this hand. Wow, he's just gonna call the 1, 2, 3. Where are the easts? Okay, he could have east in hand. But he could just be chanted. What is happening here? Huh. But in particular, that blog site I found really, really good, because it basically said, here's the most important shapes you shouldn't be breaking unless you have a really good reason to. What is happening? Yeah, no problem. Meanwhile, this dealer just got dumped. Is this did we get to... No, we did not get Hanuman. Them not getting Hanuman is useful. Wow, this game is still tight. Just can't win. Just can't win, man. Yeah, I went through so many resources when I was learning. Really 8 here, just because I'd rather hit one of these. Making 5, 6, 7, 8 isn't very useful when I already have 2 other pairs. That's a pretty good one. So I got 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block. I need to find another block, so we'll just throw the south here. Need these 7s to catch something. 7s and 3s are way better than 2s and 8s, just by themselves. Because anything they hook up with is potentially useful. They're more dangerous, typically. This, I should have kept south. Maybe not. One of these is, one of the soaps are missing. It's only 3 bars of soap in this one. I have to reject the 8. Yeah, I don't need the 8. This guy's also last dealer. We don't want to be in the position where we're 3rd with this guy on last dealer. It's just kind of been a sumo party. Just, besides we win that early hand, maybe another hand, we haven't been able to win any more hands and we're not going to find more points. 2, I guess. We need these loose tiles to catch something, and it's just not happening. And clearly Yakuhais are being choked. That's a pretty good hit. I'm gonna throw this soap, because we know no one can meld it for trips. It's taking away a little bit of defense, but if I just kind of scroll around here quickly, you can see that I have defense against everyone but Toyman. I'm gonna fix this. So triple Hatsu is out there, by the way, which no Hatsu's been thrown. So we do need to be cognizant of that. Because that's just basically instant Mangan in someone's pocket, unless they can play anything they want. 4 down. So this Ryanmon is getting extremely weak. Not really sure what we're doing here anymore. This hand just kind of stinks. So Hatsu goes, someone's taken an eternity thinking about this. Someone decided to pass that. So if there's a reach, like this time I'll go around, I can almost assure you that they're holding a pair of those. Almost assuredly. We're now one away. It's not a good Ishanten shape, it really isn't. The no 10 payment here is kind of important if we get there, but we don't want to... Dealing in would be really bad. Particularly at the moment, it's only going to be bad if it's to Shimocha on our right. Okay. Dora is disappearing. I wonder if just choking these chunts has really screwed somebody up, because it's amazing they haven't come out. Now with both these Dora down, how are we doing on the 4-7? It's 4 went a while ago, so 3's more risky than the 7 at the moment. Because 3-6-9 Suji hasn't been... Well, I guess the 9's been thrown, but there's no 3-6. So if someone reaches, it's a really dangerous tile. The way this game's been played, some of these guys might actually Dama the... Like, some of the Jade rooms I've played have been like Dama parties as well. Sometimes they're not. Just throw the 7. You know, we might throw this 3. There's a 6. Someone has action, is choosing not to take action. Okay, either someone can't do the math, chose to pass it. Huh. Because we know this particular weight is doomed. There's nothing left. It's pretty much all gone. So there's no reach or anything that's going to happen here. No. That's useful. Well, this is now a problem for everybody else at the table, because keep in mind, these two people threw the Hatsus, and there was a delay on this Hatsu. So this guy could be trapping quite hard. Like, I'm not giving this guy the 3. Their weight is probably some random thing in Mon. This is just the amount of devastation that was thrown down here. And yeah, they just destroyed this guy, right? Oh, they didn't have the Hatsus. However, they're going to get the Ipatsu. So it's still going to hurt. It's going to be 8k. Just like that, I don't have to worry about the issue anymore. So somebody was reading Chuns quite hard. 2, 3, 4 pair. Let's just play normal for the moment, but it looks like it's going to be a pair type hand. Yeah, it's like the only hand I can win tonight when Awazi is Chitoi. Do we just commit? I mean, it's not a me problem here. This is everybody else's problem. I'm not gonna. It's very unlikely I deal in with this hand. Yeah, it's a bad one. But I mean, a hand with a chance to win. Yeah, an East would be very nice. East or Dora, doing just a red 5. We should have actually kept this 5, right? Like, what do I need the 3 or 3 for? Like, the 9's okay. It ends up being like the last tile. But the 5 can catch another 5. But this 5 can catch a 5. This is going to get very strange if this guy doesn't come back. We've had a lot of disconnects tonight, too. Okay. So we throw the one that's been thrown once. These 2 tiles are toast. I don't need to keep that many toast tiles. We also could, like, I'm also keeping these. I don't exactly know why. I don't know. It's not looking very good. I also got someone who appears to be pushing a flush. I don't know, this hand looks pretty toast. We're still on 4 pairs. Yeah, just gonna... many of the tiles in my hand, like I can't even get rid of the ones that are duplicates. I haven't even bothered getting rid of the triplet. It's like this can still make a hand here. Like we're not trying to play every which way. But this is really not my problem. Like I'm not getting a Mongon here. I don't know, Norwazi. Tonight we've had several people have disconnect issues. I've had this thing drop a lot. There's 2 times that I seem to be getting really bad connection stuff to Mahjong Soul. One is when we generally stream, and there's like 500 people on Jade Room when we play, and I keep bouncing into the red. And it's not completely unplayable, it's just really frustrating. Because like there'll be a lot of lag when things are played. And then the second time is there's a lot of people online right now, and I think the servers take a little bit of a dump, but I don't seem to get disconnected that much. But it might be the other server has even more people on, and like somehow that's piped through. I don't know how their server stuff is set up, but that's what I'm thinking, because I don't think this person quit. Probably just going to pay the no 10 here, probably. I mean, the problem here is, so typically what happens here is, so Toyman here is, this guy can just chi and do whatever they want, so they're always going to have a faster hand than I do. Oh, well that's really cool. Goodbye. Holy Jesus, they're going to delete somebody. So here we basically only throw Genbutsu. See if there's this change in shape here. Okay, no change in shape. Throw the 4. And now we're pretty much home and hosed because it's only going to go around one more time. But sure, let me just dial up, you know. Free Dealer Hanuman right there. Dealer Hanuman and just the meld. Oh god, they made a hand. That's a bit of an issue. Well, they want to get out of 4th, right? I certainly couldn't fight the power of this guy throwing wild tiles into... Dealer can just delete somebody. I don't want to go crazy for Hunitsu here, but that pretty clearly seems to be where we're going to go. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't come back. Because they weren't last. People don't usually quit unless they, like, deal in for, you know, 18k or something, and they have, like, 2,000 points left, and it's... We've really not seen a lot of quitters lately. But this is the second game in a row that just someone seemed to have just disconnected straight from the game. I don't know. That's the best I can give you. We know that this is just toast over here. A lot of 5s and 2s are gone, so we know that weight's pretty much toast. We have 1 safe tile. We have 3 pairs in our Honitsu. And I think we just go. Any call is going to be a shampoo weight. All the 3s are gone. One time I actually had all players disconnect. Besides me. It was like playing with like the dumbest AI ever. It was really funny. Here we go, it's shampoo time.
Is your hair as dull and lifeless as your brain? Didn't work start at 9?
No, I couldn't. There was we already had like somebody got dumpstered very hard, and I tried, but there wasn't enough. No one had enough points left.
Until I discovered Sham Brain.
Shampoo for your hair
So I can take
and
a
your
7
brain.
tile weight.
That's right, Al. And here's how it
I
works.
gotta take the 7 tile
Other
weight.
shampoos just work on your hair, but Sham Brain travels down each
Yeah, but this guy
follicle and
throwing wild
pours into your
tiles.
skull, depositing
I don't know
magical
if
knowledge
in his
crystals.
hand, he just
Lather
has
your
all the
way to a
tiles.
new intelligence.
With Sham Brain, the shampoo of kings.
最後のチャンスだ
Continue
Come on,
逃しちゃダ
somebody
メ
help
だ
me
ぞ
in. Come on. Need my 3 Han plus 600 Honda. What is happening? It's good deal in. There's no door in the hand though, so I don't really care. Wow, I can't believe I never got it. Wow.
テンパイワン
Cool. Oh, they were waiting on the same stuff, that's why. Neat. I want to stay a bit wider here to hopefully finish some of these kanchans besides the pair. Hello, give me another pair, huh? I'll just finish this cut. But no, I wish. They ran out, I think somebody ran out of money. Okay, I don't need a pair, so we're just going to cut that now. It's a pretty strong hand. We probably reach from here. I'll draw every 2. Is that the end of that album? It was. What else we got? Is this Tanya? Yeah, can't play it. Yeah, these games get pretty stupid when someone DCs. I just fold here. I think I just fold here. I can just throw the 7. I don't have a reason to continue playing this hand. Oh god. I can take one look at this. I'm not going to reach it though, because I don't want to get stuck behind the disconnected player. This is a dumb situation that just shouldn't happen. Like that's not getting thrown. We're done here. If this guy wants to steal my second by chasing into this, by all means go for it. I'm not. No way. Not when I have a million save tiles. Like let this guy like lose 18k points first, right? Wow, they're going for it. They're going for all pawns, apparently. Yeah, I can't throw this east. Can't throw the hot seat. Well, good news for me. I can just quit here.
ドラちゃん悪いね
Dumb finish. Uh-oh. This poor guy. This match is never gonna frickin' end. It's basically Mangan. It's just such a dumb situation. Like, I have no reason to push into this. There's just no point. Okay. Hopefully one of these pairs. Just give me some distance. Give me a good hand that has some distance. Oh, this just doesn't even help me. Because this shape's already pretty much. This one away doesn't really help. Like, can we just like vote and just like, can we just like split first place points, first and second place points? Like this was basically, I'll find a dandy. I don't need the 9 anymore because I have 5, 6, 6, 8. I don't know what the hell this weight is. I think I'm just going to take the safe tiles. I could have called that the Breaky Patsu. It's a little bit hard to, just haven't gotten a hand, man. Everyone else is making hands. I got nothing. Sumo time. No, Kanya time. Jeepers. So they're just gonna destroy this kid. Four can go. The rest of 5 can go.
ドラちゃん悪いね。
What a stupid hand.
最後のチャンスだ。逃しちゃダメだぞ。
It'd be funny if everyone just folds this down. Wow, you didn't flip an aura? What is happening right now? Okay, well now this guy is very far behind. We finally go to Sal 3. Now I have to find points. Okay. What a great hand this is. This guy's just being dealt the nuts. Like, have we even seen a Dora in our opening hand for the past 3 or 4 hands? We had the 1. This is rough. Being a bit loose here. I just don't want, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I can't give this guy the, I don't know, 1 down. Really? People just getting there before I can, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to deal into this. If it's Hanuman, we're just screwed. Oh, that's right. You're all right. Two away here. It's just what is happening right now. I can't afford to deal into this.
悪いね。
What a stupid hand. Another pair. I'm just way too far away for this to work. I threw this early too, so this 1 is probably safe. I could just throw the Hakus. Okay, well the Hakus apparently are good. He was withholding them. This guy has just had everything, man. So we go to South 4. Oh my god, he hit double Ura. If he had a little bit more, we could have actually lost second. We certainly could have lost second there. This is why this is just dumb. This guy's just throwing off random tiles. It's just, and this guy, if you call it, I mean, a big beneficiary. But you also have no idea if like certain weights are just completely dead. This ruins the game. This should be like severely punished. When you like switch to your other alt or something, I really don't know what people do, but it's just really unsporting. Like, at least play. Like, I don't even care if you're like half not here. Just finish what you started. We just need to end the match, so. Got IPK here, that might actually be our Yaku. Steeler is just going to attack, continue to attack. Yeah, well, we now have that complete, so we're Ishanten here. Are we? Not. Paul's the 789. Bear in mind that if this guy even as much wins a hand, we have to keep playing. So what the hell's their Yaku? 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Two different suits. I've already thrown the Dora. I mean, one hand, if they... Well, I guess if they have to run it. With a sumo it, I mean. No, that's out. Hatsu's missing. That's what I'm thinking too. Okay, now we're Ishanten. After some things that happened over here. So we definitely have to try to make Tenpai here. It's kind of a weird situation because we hold the tiebreaker. So there's a few weird things that can happen here. They may just have Dragon Pair. But obviously they need to be doing something. With to find a Yaku here. We're certainly just going to call to take Tenpai. What's better? I'm just gonna take this. There it is. Alright. Well, I'm glad the person who DC'd got last, and I'm glad I got second, even though it wasn't a very crazy or exciting match. I apologize about that. But, well, for the weekend we're still up like 600 points, so like, you know, whatever, we are still making back up that fourth. But I'll keep my 9.97 dealing rate. That's even less. Like when I was playing silver I had like a much higher dealing rate. But I think Teemo wants to start, so we're gonna go over to the Teemo stream. If they haven't already. Yeah, it happens. So don't I have you on here? See how you're doing. Have a good night, Biba. Good to see you. Ouch. But don't you play on 10 how or something too? Like I remember you're one hell of a poker player, so I'm sure if you played this more. Yeah. Well, I did have to learn, like Silver Room when I was watching Duel and Demon. Also, we're going to switch over to Teemo once they go live. I'm assuming they're going to start literally momentarily. But like, certain things I learned is, like, you see that I play South Round, so, like, that first dealership is not super important, but, like, you still want to, like, if you're going to pick a hand to be aggressive on, you want to do it in the... I'm sure you've heard all of this. I'm not trying to just give you advice, but just, you know, something to talk about. When I started, I'd get killed in, like... when I got to Silver Room, because I get sumoed on dealer, and I basically just wasn't pushing hands enough. Like, it's okay to make cheap hands as dealer as long as you understand how to make them somewhat safely, so that if you need to bail, you see me bail on a lot of hands. And certain ones, when we have Mangan, we sometimes push them. But the more you're in those hands, the less likely it is you get sumo destroyed. Because the longer you give people time to make stupid hands, some people will just try to make the biggest hand they can. So it seems. So that's that's one thing that I really changed in my play moving from silver to gold room, and just the kind of players in there, because they're really pawn cats, but like in that one, when someone gets triple easts, yeah, and that can happen too. And at the lower rooms, lower rank lobbies, there's so much pawn catting going on and people don't fold that no 10 is pretty much a lie. Like, we didn't used to, like, I've had to change my play up a little bit to try to read no 10 a little bit more, because I've had like 1 out of every 10 fourths, maybe a no 10 payment mattered. But like, you really have to be in tight games with really good players, I think, for no 10 to matter. There's people that are just too friendly. Like, when I see people with 16% dealing rates, and like, sure, you have a 26% win rate, but just the amount of points that are going to go flying left and right in those kinds of games, big or small, it's just unlikely that, like, part of the expected value equation of is the no 10 payment worth it is the percentage chance you're actually going to get there. Sometimes just letting your deal pass and paying the no 10, you have to, yeah, there's just way too much variance in what's going on. Like, we lose, we get fourth sometimes, but I mean, you know, one day we can lose some points and some days we don't, but whether we're in gold room or jade room, this is kind of what we get. We really don't go negative until I change up my play style, where, like, if you're fourth place and like in bronze room and silver room, the penalty is not very large for fourth place. Like, dumping 20,000 points in South 4 will cost you a lot of points. Yeah, reckless and panda. Well, I mean, I think the defense is a really big deal. Like, the difference between your win rate and your dealing rate is, you know, on good days I have a 23 or so % win rate and like a 3% dealing rate. That's the days that we basically just get first and second the entire time, and some of that's luck based. But the days that we're doing bad, we could deal in like 20+%, but we only end up dealing in around 10 to 12 to sometimes up to 16%, and that's just because you saw some of the hands were just completely screwed. And part of that is we're also not winning those hands. Yeah, there's something to that, right? But it just depends. I mean, there's different, like, Oda is a really good player to watch. There's a different play style than I do. They know how to really chase stuff. They don't really do all the discard reading that I do, but they really understand tile efficiency and, like, when it's good to call. Like, they know how to trap other players into dealing in. And, like, I notice when we play, like, friendlies and stuff, and, like, they're really good, and I really have to be on the ball with, like, really trying to think about what their hand might actually be, or what they're waiting on, or what they're completing, because they're really good. So Odacool is actually really, really good. But yeah, Teemo kind of needs, like, I don't know, like everyone kind of has their own style, and I'm not sure there's like a yeah, Oda's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I would say Wrath is cool, but things happen behind the scenes. I'm just like, when your community is just kind of full of, like, 4chan people, like, that can be a bad experience. And when you kind of buy into, we went over this when it happened, but, like, that was kind of bad, so I can't really recommend that anymore. Yeah. But see, you're a poker player though, so, like, you know a lot of those things. So, I mean, yeah. Navitas is pretty good though. But they were really grinding that 10-how, and that's just a whole different experience, I think. And the amount of time you have to think is a lot different. And that's people are like, why do you not want to play with no tips? Or like, why is the time difference weird? And I'm like, I mean, 99% of the games I play are in the ranked room, and then sometimes I play friendlies. And I don't want, like, I play Dota at a high level, StarCraft, like, a lot of games I try to play at a very high level. I really want the rules to be consistent, otherwise it's going to start, my brain's going to start trying to do different things, right? Like, I don't like house rules or variant type stuff because, well, there's different reasons, but for this, it's just, you understand, it's like, if it's going to change how I'm reading and playing, there's a lot of times when I'm grinding the ranked stuff that making one mistake in a match, particularly in Jade Room, but currently it's happening in Gold just because a lot of people from Master on down, or a lot of Smurfs and stuff, like, there's a lot of people playing this game that weren't 6 months ago, and they're, like, making new accounts, or just people that didn't know about it and want to play mahjong on the cool site because it has way more better graphics. like a lot of people. But yeah, all you have to do is deal in once. Like you saw today, like dealt in for like 2k or something. And so we had to push, but just behind. We have to chase now. It changes the dynamic of what we're doing. We lose options, and having the options of what you want to do, I think is really important. But no, I mean, who cares? The rank doesn't really matter. I mean, I'd like to move up, but like don't let your rank think. Don't let it think that it's all meaningless. Like you'll get better, and it's you know, it's a number of games you have to grind. But this dealing rate's kind of high. But maybe you're winning more hands than me. Who knows? The one thing I do pay attention to is this average turns. Like you'll notice. Let's see, what's Teemo's? Let's have a peek. This is his gold account. So he's at one. He's at his east is faster because you're calling a lot more. Because he calls a lot in the south too. But there's not many south games on here actually. But just for an example. So when I got better at the game, so I didn't really know what I was doing playing in East, but I've read Ricci book and stuff. But in South Room, keep in mind we fold a lot more. There's Jade Room in here, it slows down a bit. But that average turns matters, because if you're ready faster, that's pretty good. So you try to become more offensive, because it's just a number, and once you get to Gold Room, I would really recommend using the stat site, because it lets you look at slices of your play. Like if you make a change in your play, like I was talking with Adria earlier, and what's a state of mind. It's true. I mean, sometimes you just lose, man. It's fine. Like he's generally on an uptrend. It's just very easily in this game you can just dump 800 points in an evening. But what I was trying to say is you can take slices on that stat site of like, how am I doing this month? How was this session that I played 10 games? Like I look at that kind of stuff because it helps me identify, is it just poor luck? And then I can look at like the average high-pie shotten and stuff, like how bad are my starting hands? And who am I playing against? Like what are their stats? Like their actual stats, not compound. Like what's compounded in the game is a bit rough, and also like it's once you play like 1,000 games, it's very hard for those numbers to change. So it's kind of like whatever. So like I try to find success in how are we doing now compared to what we were doing, and what can we change or see if we can alter to try to find more success. So what's changed? Well, we're fighting for no tents more. We fight harder on our deal. We have a lot more knowledge about discard reading and how to avoid dealing into stuff. We avoided a lot of disasters today that could have cost a lot more points. You know, it's all those little tiny things. Like I noticed my win rate was starting to dump, and I'm looking at some of these things like, I'm kind of playing a little bit too defensively. Some of these hands kind of suck, but let's work on efficiency. So I went back to certain parts of the Ricci book and just went to the tile efficiency trainer and just jammed it just to make sure that my mind's going through the right kind of stuff. And so the efficiency was there, so I started working back to kind of the one thing I was having difficulty with, which was the Ishanten stuff. Intentional dealing. I don't get a lot of opportunity for that, because you see a lot of these games that Ricci, I'm like, there's no Dora on the table. But yeah, that's one thing I don't care about too much, like the like I know my dealing rate's good, so like in the game, if there's an opportunity to just deal in when it makes sense to, you know, lock in a rank in South 4, or you just know the hand's cheap and you know it's worth fighting for, yeah. That's another thing I've been trying to figure out, but it just seems rough because I look at data where it's like there's 7 doors in a hand. The data, as far as a reach hand, it's very difficult to know the value of a reach hand unless there's 6 or more Dora gone. And that's fine, Revy. I wouldn't worry about it. Like I said, when you get to the gold room, you can go to the stat site. Here's what I look at. So like for instance, we've been having kind of a rough session the last couple days, but here's this is what I do. You notice in the address bar that you can, I find the calendar picker thing, they keep changing it, but you can also use that, but I just change it in the address bar, because it's like start date, end date, and it'll do all those stats based on like the last 2 days. So like what's going good for me? I'm looking at average turns. I got 11.2. That's pretty good. sumo rate's really high, so that means I'm getting in there good with good hands. What I don't like, the win rate's kind of low, but I know our Ricci win rate's really low. We've dealt in on Ricci. There's basically been a lot of disasters, and there's only like 12 Hanchans in here, so a couple Hanchans where we just couldn't win anything, that dumps the win rate. Like part of the session had like a 23% win rate with like a 3% dealing rate, and then there was these couple 4th place and 3rd place disasters where we just kind of got screwed. But I just like looking at, for like, the win-loss distribution is pretty useful. How are we dealing in? Some of those deal-ins are us chasing. Dealing into Ricci's I'm always worried about, but like when we play in Jade Room, like generally all of our deal-ins are Dama. But yeah, once you get into Gold Room, if you're not there yet, and you'll get there, it's not, I mean, Silver Room kind of is a mess, but it's not that many games to get there if you're into this. But yeah, I really like this tool. You can even look up the players you're playing against, see if they're actually good, and then you can kind of see what's working for them. But yeah, and like a call rate, you know, there's a lot of useful things here. But alright, let's go see Teemo. Let's go say hi to him. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. Sorry, kind of random hours, but still recovering from the vampires. I'm doing okay, though. It's just, I don't know if it's an allergy thing or whatever. I want to make some more tea and watch him. Well, that's true. We had that. We did have that in Narwazi. Everyone can get lucky. But just try to, you know, I use that to basically try to identify, am I losing because these players are really good and they're doing things differently? That's kind of the stuff I'm looking for. And sometimes I go, well, I'll review that game and see what, like, if I think they're really good, it might be good to go back and review the game, see what they did. Were they just super lucky? Or are they doing, you know, are they... I've really been looking at Ishanten shapes. So, like, seeing somebody, like, find Sticky Tile Ishanten every single hand and they're reaching every single hand, that's pretty valuable. But I don't see a way to get Sticky Tile Ishanten, like, every single hand, because it kind of has to come to you a bit. Alright, I'm going to go to Teemos. Have a good night, everybody.